Minnesota is in the middle of the United States. It is known as the land of 10,000 lakes. In fact, there are even more lakes in Minnesota. Water sports fans can't deny that Minnesota is a great place to be. Also, Minnesota has many beautiful national parks, cute cities, and some of the best shopping in the whole country. Here are the top 10 places to visit in Minnesota. Number 10. Voyageurs National Park. Voyageurs National Park is on the Canadian side of the border, just outside of International Falls. Rainy Lake and Lake Kabetagama are two of the bodies of water that surround the park. Voyageurs National Park has miles of clean, wild beaches and a lot of uninhabited small islands. It's a great place to get outside and explore, and you can easily avoid the crowds even during the busiest times of the summer. There are more than 50 miles of hiking trails, and some of the local wildlife can be seen while hiking. The eastern timber wolves are the most famous animals in the park, but you can also see otters, bald eagles, and even moose. Number 9. Pipestone National Monument. The main thing to do in Pipestone is to visit the Pipestone National Monument. The Native Americans who lived and worked near the quarries are remembered by the monument, which was built in 1937. The Pipestone National Monument is on top of Buffalo Ridge and has a beautiful view of the prairie below. Pipestone from the quarries is used by Native American craftspeople to make ceremonial pipes and other beautiful items. Don't leave without going to Pipestone, where most of the buildings are made of Sioux quartzite, a pink mineral. Number 8. Mall of America. Bloomington is a great place to shop if you like to look around. Because Bloomington is close to the Mall of America, this is the case. It's not enough to say that the mall is big. The Mall of America is the biggest indoor shopping mall in the world. But it's so much more than that. The mall has a lot of shops, but it also has a lot of restaurants. Believe it or not, there is even an aquarium and an indoor theme park inside this huge building. Number 7. Grand Marais. Grand Marais is a small town with not many people, but it is a beautiful place. Grand Marais is near a double port on the north side of Lake Superior. Grand Marais is where the Superior Hiking Trail begins. This trail goes all the way to Canada and to many places with great views of Lake Superior. The area is also a thriving arts district, with many shops downtown selling paintings, drawings, and sculptures made by local artists. Grand Marais is a popular place for people who like to be outside because it is the starting point for trips into the Boundary Waters Canoe Area wilderness. Number 6. Duluth. On the shores of Lake Superior, Duluth is a great place to spend a vacation. It's easy to see why many people think it's one of the most beautiful cities in the Midwest. Duluth was built about 700 feet above sea level, so there are great views of the lake from a lot of downtown Duluth. If you only have time to visit one place in Duluth, make it Canal Park. Canal Park is a 4-mile waterfront path, a lighthouse pier, an aquarium, and many other shops, restaurants, and tourist destinations. It has the biggest and busiest port on the Great Lakes, and a long and interesting maritime history. It also has a lot of gardens, beautiful parks, and views. The big city on the lake is becoming a more popular place for tourists to visit because it has a lot of great landmarks and sights to see, as well as lively waterfront neighborhoods like Canal Park. It used to have more millionaires per person than any other city in the U.S., so in addition to its many museums and industrial sites, you can visit some beautiful estates and historic homes. Duluth is a great place to stop if you are traveling through Minnesota or the Midwest. It has a lot of beautiful scenery and fun things to do. Number 5. Boundary Waters Canoe Area. The Boundary Waters Canoe Area is at the very north of the state, and you can get there from either Ely or Grand Marais. Because there are so many glacial streams and lakes connecting this huge, wild area, canoeing is often the best way to get around. It is without a doubt the most beautiful choice. You can rent a canoe for the day and paddle in the more popular areas, but guests who want to go deeper into the woods will want to rent a canoe. Camping is a very popular activity, and you can set up your tent next to a clear stream or watch a moose at sunrise. Even if you don't like canoeing, this is one of the best places to visit in Minnesota because it is unspoiled and has beautiful scenery. Number 4. Minneapolis. Minneapolis is the biggest city in the state. This city has everything you could want, whether you want sports, nightlife, parks, or culture. Downtown Minneapolis has stadiums and arenas where fans of the Minnesota Vikings, Minnesota Twins, and Minnesota Timberwolves can watch games. The Minneapolis-born Prince shot Purple Rain on First Avenue, which also has a great number of live music venues. If you're looking for art in Minneapolis, you can go to either the Walker Art Center or the Minneapolis Institute of Arts. Both are world-class. Number 3. Grand Portage State Park. Grand Portage State Park has beautiful scenery that is easy to get to, like the state's highest waterfall. High Falls is a half-mile paved walk that can be done in a wheelchair. At the end of a 3.5-mile hike to Middle Falls, you can see Lake Superior and Canada from the top of a ridge. Hiking, having picnics, taking pictures, and doing other things are all made easier by the beautiful scenery. This park is only open during the day, and you can't camp there overnight. Number 2. Lutsen Mountains. Lutsen Mountains is an alpine skiing area in northeastern Minnesota. It is on the north shore of Cook County. It is in the middle of the northern part of the U.S. It has 95 routes that go up and down 4 mountains, and the steepest drop is 825 feet. There are 4 mountains in the ski area: Ullr, Eagle, Mystery, and Moose. Eagle Mountain, the highest point in Minnesota, is not to be confused with Eagle Mountain at the ski resort. Eagle Mountain is in the Boundary Waters Canoe area. The base is between the Eagle Mountains and the Ullr Mountains. Eagle Mountain has 4 side country trails, 21 main trails, and 2 chairlifts. During the season, it is usually open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. There are 3 double black diamonds, 9 blue diamonds, 10 black diamonds, and 3 green diamonds that show how hard the run is. There are several runs that make it easy to get on the gondola and base. There are 2 terrain park runs, 1 mogul course, and 2 junior race courses on the mountain. Ullr Mountain has 8 short courses, 1 chairlift, and 1 surface lift. There are 5 blue levels and 3 green levels of how hard it is to run. All of the runs lead back to the base and to the gondola. You can get to Mystery Mountain by going down Mystery Mountain and Eagle Mountain. 1 chairlift gives you access to 10 lines, one of which is a terrain park with jumps, bank turns, and rollers. 8 blue diamonds and 2 black diamonds show how hard the run is. Moose Mountain, the largest of the 4 parks, has a southeast-facing slope that looks out over Lake Superior. It has 52 runs, including 13 black diamonds, 9 double black diamonds, and 30 blue runs. It also has a terrain park and a mogul run. From the base of the resort, you can take the gondola to the mountain, or you can take the Moose Access Trail from Eagle Mountain. At the bottom of the 2 east-facing slopes, there are 2 chairlifts. The Summit Chalet is at the top of the mountain, right next to where the gondola stops. There are 3 double black diamond runs on the northwest slope. Number 1. Underground Mine State Park. In Minnesota's newest state park, the historic Soudan Underground Mine and a new 3,000-acre area on the east side of the park are brought together. The park's first campground, Vermilion Ridge, opened in the fall of 2018. The new campground in the park has 33 sites for tents and RVs, Wi-Fi in all the built-up areas, modern shower buildings with low carbon footprints, and 3 group camps with screened picnic shelters. There are also 5 hike-in campsites and 2 boat-in campsites on the property. Inside the park, people can get to the Mesabi bike trail, have a picnic, and go fishing from the newly built water access, go to the Armstrong Bay day use area, or take a tour of the historic Soudan underground mine when tours are available. And that's all for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Did I leave anything out? Mention it in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.